This is my research reflection video. My apologies for uploading so late. I apparently have a brain tumor that's been acting up and just completely left my mind. But here goes. I just included this. I found this. I thought it was an interesting quote. We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience. And I know that a lot of times I don't like to go back and reflect like I should. So I just thought it was a neat quote. The first thing, curriculum that we talked about, it is a much deeper issue than just choosing a set of books from a publisher. That was I mean, I've always been not 100% happy with curriculum and I've always created a lot of my own stuff, but I never thought about how traditional uh, the things that we chose are, because that's where our comfort zone is, and we are not willing to step out and be more uh, reform oriented. I mean, teaching is key. I mean, that's kind of a given. Um, but just last week, even, we're in review mode, and my attitude is bad. And I notice that you know, their effort is waning. And I thought, it's because of my attitude, because my attitude stinks right now, and I need to change it. And as soon as I changed mine, then things turned around for them. So that's something that I've always known, but I've maybe ignored a little bit, and I am more aware of, and that um, I am the catalyst that makes things go very well or go very, very badly. Learning is directly linked to parent involvement. I know we've always seen this, known this, but to see the research that backs it up was very eye opening for me, especially teaching in a mostly Hispanic uh, school where parents are not involved, but because of the language. But it was interesting to see, even when language is not a barrier, um, that parent involvement is just declining at an alarming rate. Um, so I don't know what we can do to help that, but um, that is something that is worth further research. I love, love, love using technology, so I was kind of excited about this one. As long as it works, it is not the enemy. Um, I work with a lot of people who are not willing to put the time and the effort into learning how to work it, uh, or try new things that are more technology based, which which to me ties into even curriculum, and not willing to step out and try new things, try some reform kind of things. I think those all kind of go hand in hand. Um, and until we're willing to meet the kids where they are, then we and they are going to struggle. This is the one that really kind of rocked my world. Um, the article that I really focused on that equated um, equity to a civil rights issue really shocked me. And I've had to do some further research and some further reading on this. Um, some people would not agree that it's a civil rights issue. In fact, I've read some counterpoints to that. Um, but in my little bubble world, I've never seen it be an issue. And so through this research and through some of the things that I've read, um, I'm, I think that that's something that I would like to, well, I know it's something that I would like to explore further because I think there's some real meat in there that needs to be, that I need to be chewing on and learning from. Well, you can see my personal opinion there. And I mean that assessment as we know it, as we immediately think of it as high stakes testing, um, especially now that I'm 14 days out from uh, my math test, that the pressure that I put on myself, that I put on my students, is totally asinine. Um, Obviously, informal assessment, we assess and we do things on a daily basis, on a minute by minute basis, and that's not what I'm talking about. But this really kind of has furthered my belief that assessment in a big statewide kind of thing is just a money making crock. What else I have learned very quickly? I am thrilled to know that Google Scholar is out there. I had no idea you could do that, and have finally figured out how to navigate my way through Tarleton databases. So I appreciate that. Um, my naivete has been shattered. Just reading through some of these research briefs. I've learned how sheltered I have been in my little school, and I mean just growing up in teaching in a small district, um in a rural district. There's so much more out there that I'm just not aware of. We are barely skimming the surface of the issues. I kind of, through the assessment, kind of delved into the adequate yearly progress kind of stuff, and just am overwhelmed at what there is, and have not had a chance to read everything that I've seen because there's just so much, and we have no idea. We have absolutely no idea what all it entails, and not just AYP, all issues involving school. We've got to be willing to step out and step up. If we're not willing to step out for our kids and step up, and that kind of goes with my last thing. We are our students' first line of defense. We're in this for the kids, and we knew that going in, and we've got to keep stepping out there, and we've got to do what's best for kids, and if that means we buck a trend, or we, I don't know, but we got to step up and we got to step out, and we got to protect our kids because they're not all coming from the best situations, and people, and they don't always have people to protect them. So it's been a great semester, and I have learned so much from all of you. Thank you so much.